Okay, it's April 14th. We've had kind of a long winter. We've had a few warm days, but still we're getting well below freezing. So there's no flowers, and if there's no flowers, there's no pollen for the bees. So what I've got a simple feeder, just a mason jar with a lid, a bunch of holes popped in it. We've had this for a few years, it's a little rusty. It sits upside down in a little holder so the bees can get at the water. What we're going to make is just some sugar water for them, like a simple syrup. I've got about 2/3 of a cup of sugar, just cane sugar. I'm going to put that in the pot, and I'm going to put an equal amount of water just from the tap. And then heat that up. Make sure it's all dissolved. And then put it in the jar and give it to the bees. It's important to feed your bees in the springtime because everyone thinks they've made it through the spring, there's no problems, they are good and healthy and they're good to go and they leave their bees alone. Well, that's when their stores of food are completely gone and they are very desperate for pollen and nectar. So we have to make sure they're fed well before all the flowers come out. Alright, our simple syrup we made for our bees is cool. I put it in the jar, put the lid with the holes in it, real small holes. Now down here at the entrance, basically just a little holder for the jar. Jar goes upside down there. There's an entrance for the bees to go in. You can see there's all sorts of crud and there's some dead bees in there and such that I just cleaned out. So I'm going to put that back in. Now there's no activity in the hive, outside the hive today. Yesterday it was about 70 degrees and right now it's about 35, maybe 38 degrees. And it's much too cold for them to be outside, so I can hear them buzzing, so they're still active inside, so that's good. I'm just going to tip this over and set it on there, and the vacuum will stop all the liquid from dripping out all at the same time. And they can access through the cavity on the inside if they need a little extra sugar stores. I'm not real worried about this hive. We didn't take all the honey from them last season. We left quite a bit for them, so these the boxes on top, they still have a fair amount of honey in them, so they should be good for the spring. This is just sort of an added protection.